One of the most important fact which we need to understand is the world is changing much faster. Technology is much or way ahead than all of us, right? So how can we use the growing technology, or how can we use the artificial intelligence in order to make our investing process more robust? Be the main discussion for today, right? Sir, yes, I'm little weak in financial market, right? I'm very new to the stock market. Finance itself is new, or numbers are something my mind rotates, right? My head rotates if I see at huge numbers. So I will not be able to interpret the numbers like last quarter, couple of quarters data, last couple of years interpretation of data. I'm not so good at it because I'm not very good at numbers, right? So those kind of a people are even very new to the market. How we can use AI or even chat gpt or even google gemini, right? So earlier called as bard. So how we can use them to get more information? Please understand, your AI or even the tools would not be a deciding factor for you to buy, add, or sell a stock. But yes, it can open up many doors to you to think much deeper and gives you much ahead information which will help you to stay longer in this investments journey, right? To stay longer in this investments journey. Now, let's say, sir, I've been analyzing a company where I've been tracking for a couple of quarters, right? Where technical strength is there in the stock. Fundamentally, I wanted to look at it whether this is good to hold for a longer period or not, right? Good to hold for a longer period of not. So what do? You just go to the screener platform and you analyze its quarterly performance for the last couple of quarters or for the last couple of years. And based on that performance, you stay invested for a longer term. Now, how can we copy that data, quarters, last couple of quarters information or last couple of years information, and give it to AI and ask it to interpret the data whether as an investor can I continue it for a longer period? We can ask that. Similarly, so right now green hydrogen related stocks are coming up in limelight, or even sir EV, electrical vehicles, right? Electrical vehicles, yes, the consumption of petrol or the consumption of diesel is huge in India, right? So EV plays a very significant role. So I wanted to deep dive what are all the companies in EV sector, and I wanted to frame only those companies which are listed in the Indian stock market, right? So we'll ask AI to give all the companies listed in that space, to give us the subsector, to also give us the entire landscape of that particular sector, how to get that information, right? Today we will be learning, right? Today we'll be learning. So let me know in the chat box or in the comments, excited, if you're really excited to learn this data, right? Type it as excited if you're excited to learn this data, okay? Yeah. So first of all, yes, let me go to the trading view, right? Let me go to the trading view. Yes. So I have loaded Avenue Supermarket, right? Yeah, I've loaded Avenue Supermarket on the chart. Sir, yes, this company I've been tracking for a couple of quarters, right? I've been tracking for a couple of quarters. And even if you look at this chart on a weekly time frame, right? On a weekly time frame, yes. If you have been in our community, when we had a breakout during March 2024, right? Even from here, we have taken the position because, yes, it's a good price along with a good volume jump, right? Even now, we have a breakout of almost 2.5 to 3 years breakout happening, right? So technically, yes, it is looking strong. Even on a weekly, the price and volume is good. So, sir, now I'm interested to study the fundamental aspects of it, right? Fundamental aspects of it. So how do you study about the fundamentals about the company? You go to screener and you look at Avenue Supermart quarterly performance, right? Quarterly performance. Or even You look at what is happening in the yearly, right? Yes. So if we interpret the data in screener, yes, over the last 4 5 years, right? Over the last 4 years also, if you see, yes, there is a good growth in the revenue, right? Net profit wise, yes, we are able to see a good growth. Even the earnings per share, EPS, is increasing, right? Is increasing. Yes, yearly data represents or shows us, yes, the data is looking strong. But is that sufficient? No. For someone who wanted to take a very good trade and continue for a longer period, he need to analyze more in detail, right? More in detail. But sir, I do not have that capability, or I do not have that entire thing to go through it. So what you will do, let's take help of AI, right? So we'll just copy this entire data. Yes, this is the data you wanted to analyze, right? This is the data you wanted to analyze. So what we will do now, we will go to Chat GPT, right? Chat GPT. So yes, chatgpt.com, right? Chatgpt.com is the website, right? Is the website. And what I will do, I'll ask a query, right? I'll ask a query to Chat GPT. Give me the summary of this company based on the provided data with respect to a stock market investing pers- perspective or purpose, right? Or purpose. So what I'm asking ChatGPT is, give me the summary of this company based on the provided data with respect to a stock market investing purpose. And what do you do? Whatever data we have copied, we'll open a bracket here. We will paste that data. Okay. So we'll go back to screener. Whatever data we have copied, yeah, we'll just copy it. The selected data, we copy it and we paste it here. And you close the bracket, right? You close the bracket. So ChatGPT will be reading the entire data and it will be studying what happened in the last couple of years, right? What happened in the last couple of years. So yes, we have analyzed the data, financial summary from March 2013 to March 2024. Yes. Sales growth, as we have seen, it's a consistent growth in sales, right? It's a consistent growth in sales. And the annual growth rate is approximately 29.8%, which is very robust, right? We can have a look at the expenses related, profitability related, right? Financial health, what is happening in the interest and depreciation, right? Net profit wise, yes, net profit has also considerably increased, right? And earnings per share, yes, from March 2013 to even March 2024, it is reflecting that it is increasing profitability per share, right? So as per the investment considerations, what is the overlook, right? And summary, overall the company exhibits strong growth and profitability metrics, right? And it gives the entire analysis. However, consistent rise in expenses and the lack of dividend income may be points to consider for more income based investors. So someone who are like, sir, I wanted to have a dividend from this stock. So for them, yes, this may not be a company where they pay a high dividends. It is a growth company. So what do I say? There are two kinds of companies: entrepreneurial management, and the second segment is caretakers. So this is a company which is like an entrepreneurial management kind of a company, right? Entrepreneurial management kind of a company. Okay. Second, sir, yes, this is giving me the analysis for the last couple of years. Perfect, right? So uh, year on year wise, I get a good data. Now I wanted to analyze what is happening recently. If you look at the trading view chart, right? So last couple of quarters, it is picking up in strength technically, right? Picking up strength in technically. So yes, you copy your quarterly results, right? Quarterly results. And you can go to ChatGPT. Give me the summary of the company performance based on the last. I just wanted to look at 4 quarters, right? Give me the summary of company performance based on the last 4 quarters as per the data provided below, right? As per the data provided below. So I've pasted the data of I have got from screener. If you want to analyze the entire details, right? Entire details, yes, you can do that. Or, sir, I wanted to just look at the last 4 quarters, which means March 23 to March 24, right? So if you see here, the company's sales have shown a slight upward trend over the last 4 quarters, increasing from 10,594 million, right? 1059 crores in 2023 to 1272.7 crores, right? In March 24. Expenses wise, profitability, financial health, right? It gives you an entire segment, right? And a key metric summary also it gives you, right? So EPS itself, see, if you see all the metrics except operating profit margin has been increasing by more than 20%. It's a very healthy number, right? And the operating profit margin is averaging around 8%, right? Because this is a company where it gives more offers. So yes, margins wise, they'll have some hit because of the business model, right? Whoever have been to DMart would be understanding, right? And it gave a summary of it. This performance indicates a strong potential for continued growth and returns for the investors, right? Similarly, sir, I've been analyzing on Cholamandalam investments. You look at Cholamandalam investments, right? Sir, I've been looking at sugar related sector in the last couple of days or in the last 1 or 2 weeks, it is picking up in strength, right? Picking up in strength. So yes, you can analyze EID Parry, which is also a long-term company on a weekly chart, picking up very good strength, right? Picking up very good strength. So, sir, a company, I'm able to look at the charts. Fundamentally, I wanted to improvise more. So this tool, right? Or even this analysis is not like a buy, sell, or a add recommendation, but it gives you a more wider perspective about the company, right? About the company. Now, how many of you are interested to learn about, sir, I wanted to analyze the entire EV space, all the listed companies in that EV space. Type it as bring it on or type it as BIO in the chat box, right? BIO in the chat box. How many of you are interested to learn that, right? How many of you are interested to learn that? Yes. So what do we do now? Yeah. So what do we do? Let us ask AI, right? Let us ask ChatGPT, right? Let us ask ChatGPT, right? Yeah. Give me the competitive landscape of EV sector in India, right? Yeah, we are more focused on the Indian stock market, right? Indian stock market. Give me the competitive landscape of EV sector in India, along with its value chain and subsectors, right? EV is a very broad segment. I wanted to know the subsectors in EV companies in India, right? In India. So that's the query I've given to ChatGPT, right? So what does ChatGPT says? The electrical vehicle sectors in India is rapidly growing industry driven by government initiatives, right? Yes. Whenever there is a government initiative, whenever there is a problem on the environmental awareness, right? And yes, technology always will improve. So this is the sector or this is the segment where we keep observing more carefully, right? We keep observing more carefully, right? Similarly, right? Similarly, we have asked ChatGPT the entire overview of EV, right? The entire overview of EV. So we have got who are the major manufacturers, right? Tata Motors, yes, a very good company in terms of a weekly time frame, and it's like a long-term company, right? Mahindra Electric, MG Motor, Hyundai, whoever are not aware, right? Hyundai, is going to come as a IPO, and one of the biggest IPO, right? Close to around 45,000 crores IPO, right? So it's one of the biggest IPO which is going to come. Ola Electric, yes, one of the IPO which we can expect in couple of days, couple of weeks. Yes. Ola IPO, Ola Electric is also in the manufacturing space, right? Yeah. Emerging startups, two-wheeler market, right? TVS Motor, one more company in the EV space, in the two-wheeler segment, a decent company, right? In the three-wheeler value chain, what are all the companies, or even in the value chain, raw material suppliers wise, where are all these things, right? Where are all these things? And even your charging infrastructure wise, what are all the companies, right? Subsectors, vehicle manufacturing, battery manufacturing, charging infrastructure, you get the entire thing here. And what is the government initiative that is being developed? And now, sir, yes, the data, now I got the skeleton, right? Yeah. So in order to understand the entire body, you need to know how many bones are there, what is the setup, how is the entire skeleton. I've understood the EV skeleton, but sir, I wanted the food to eat, right? I've prepared my food. Now I want to eat the exact kind of dishes which I love, which means, sir, I wanted to know what are all the major listed companies in the EV space, right? In the EV space. So the advantage of AI or Chat GPT is whatever query you have entered here, you can top up. You can ask more queries on the information you have already asked. So what I will be doing, also provide the major listed Indian companies in Indian stock market for the above information. We need not again type EV sector, the subsectors and all that, right? So it will automatically read what are all the major listed Indian companies for us to deep dive, right? For us to deep dive. Yes, if you look here, manufacturing companies we have observed, Tata Motors, Mahindra and Mahindra, right? M&M. One more very strong company in the weekly time frame, right? You have your TVS Motor, right? Battery manufacturing. Yes, if I'm looking at the battery manufacturing related, Amar Raja batteries is what I should look at, right? Exide Industries, yes, I should study. Charging infrastructure, Tata Power is not only into the power segment, right? It's also developing and expanding a network of EV charging stations across India, right? NTPC, Bosch Limited, Motherson Sumi, right? One of the very good compounder over in the last 3 years, right? Or in the last 5 years also, if you see, a very good compounding kind of a company, right? Software and connectivity related, right? Finance and leasing, emerging EV startups, right? Not yet listed, right? This gives you that data also, right? Not yet listed. After Ola Electric list. So now, yes, it gives a clear understanding. Yes, in the EV startup space, Ola Electric also have a very good significance. So once it comes as an IPO, yes, this should be a company where I should be applying, right? You get that data, right? You get that data. Now, sir, yes, wonderful. I understood about the EV. Sir, I wanted to study about the green hydrogen companies. Copy the same query. Give me the competitive landscape of green hydrogen sector in India, along with its value chain and subsectors in green hydrogen companies in India. Right? You get the entire layout of green hydrogen. The second query, give me all the listed companies in the green hydrogen. So right now, I know the main problem, specifically in Bangalore, not all parts of Bangalore, specific parts of Bangalore. Water problem. Sir, I wanted to know all the companies which are listed in the water theme, right? Recycling. Sir, waste is always everywhere in every segment. I wanted to study about the recycling companies. You go and ask ChatGPT, right? You go and ask ChatGPT. And even, right, even any upcoming segment, any upcoming company related, right? You get all the data in a more crispier manner, which will help you to analyze further deeper and study those companies which comes into your radar, right? Please understand, stock market is a place where it provides a lot of abundant information, right? A lot of abundant information. And it's just that we have to pick the right kind of an opportunities. There are always many opportunities. It's just that we need to pick the right opportunities, right? So I hope everyone loved this discussion. Now the homework for you, I want you to open up ChatGPT today, study about some of the company where you are tracking about the last couple of years performance, so that you understand an entire overview in just one or two paragraphs. A sector, sir, I think fertilizers right now, one of the very important event in the Indian stock market where we need to closely observe is the full term budget. After June 4th, after a clear mandate to Mr. Modi, the entire government is set up now, right? The entire ministries are set up, majority of the ministries. So when the full government is formed, they'll be releasing a full budget, which is due in a couple of weeks, right? So before budget, fertilizer is a sector where it normally picks up its strength. Sir, I wanted to study about the entire fertilizer sector, the competitive landscape, and I wanted to deep dive into the listed companies in fertilizers. Right? You can do your analysis today. Sugar related companies, yes, sugar, fertilizers, highly cyclical kind of a companies, highly volatile kind of a sector, right? Even sugar companies, majority of the companies are picking up very good strength. And even on long term, if you see, your EID Parry on a weekly time frame is a very decent company to study, right? So study about the sector, study about the company which you love, do that homework today.